All right. Shalom, shalom. Good afternoon. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, YouTube citizens. Hey, I just wanted to get this report to you guys here. I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute to get on. If you guys can hear me, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me loud and clear. Please give me a sound check. Give me an 8 for great. But guys, I tell you, it just does not stop. Right when you think that things are going to stop, let up, the hate is real, guys. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give it a minute mark. If you're watching this video, feel free to speed up to 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. Thank you guys so much for the sound check. I'm going to go 30 more seconds here. If you're catching this video, just fast forward to the 1 minute and 30 seconds as I share this thing with you. Let me make sure I get offline here. P1 is offline. P1 is offline. I'm going to turn off my phone. I want no distractions because I'm going to break this thing down to you guys here. This is just, it's off the chain. Off the chain. Appreciate you guys being here. Just wanted to show you guys how racism is real. All right. So, guys, I got drafted by the Green Bay Packers in 2000. Worked my way up, eventually moved in this community called the Village of Hobart. I've been in the Village of Hobart since 2003. We're talking about 17 years paying high property tax, okay? Property tax. I think I used to pay $12,000 where I used to live, and then I bought this property, which is about 18 acres, now paying close to over $40,000 a year in property tax. Now, when I say that I pay for the police, I damn near pay for the police. No one can say that I don't pay my tax. Been paying my tax since 2003, property tax. And now I have the chief of police showing me his racist side. Let me tell you how Green Bay works. See, Green Bay, they smile in your face. You walk down the neighborhood, they wave. They wave. It's just natural. They don't even care. You could be a dog. You could be butt naked. They just wave. They just wave. And they smile. They give you this. And the whole time they hate you. See, here in Wisconsin, we people like me experience what you call covert racism. Okay. They smile in your face and they stab you in the back, and you don't really realize how bad it is until shit hit the fan. Let's just say it. Until shit hits the fan, you really realize who are for you and who are against you. Okay. The chief of police. I've known this guy for a long time. His name is Chief Randy Banney. Okay. You can go look up Village of Hobart, look up government, look up police department. You will see, if you want to know what a covert racist look like, look that up. Village of Hobart. Look him up. You'll see it. That is a cope. He'll smile in your face. Shake your hands, maybe kiss some babies, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So he gives me a fine, tickets me for having an event at my house with people here from all the Straightway. So we have a debate. I have people. We were expecting maybe 70 people. But I believe we had less than that. We did not have the numbers that we were expecting, right? And then all of a sudden they drop on me 2 or 3 days before the event that I'm supposed to have some type of permit. Blows my mind away, right? I'm supposed to have some type of permit. I'm supposed to pay some $90 to have over 50 people at my house. 50 people. I live in a 30,000 square feet home, 18 acres. 50 people, less than 100 people will get lost in here. You have 100 people and you wouldn't even know that they're on this property, on my private property. But I'm going to show you something, guys. I know the hate is real. You're probably thinking like, Kabir, you lost your mind. You're just going on this rampage. I'm about to show you here, okay? I've been here since 2003, been in this community, never had a problem, never. I moved in this house called Straightway Praiseland now, but it was called Praiseland, but now Straightway Praiseland. But when it was just Praiseland, I've been in here since 2000. We bought the property in 2008. It took us 2 years to build this 30,000 square foot home that I live in now. So 2010 now to 2020, I'm talking about welcome the public to my home. I had a movie. I remember when I first moved in 2010, we had over hundreds of people. Matter of fact, it was so bad, we had to have people line up outside of my gates in the street and talk to the village. I talked to the village of Hobart president, talked to him, told him, hey, I am going to have an event at my house. I want to make sure I'm a good neighbor because this is going to have an impact with my neighbors. And I don't want to disrupt. What do I need to do so that I do everything above board? I want to be kosher because I will want the same too. So I'm going to love my neighbor as I love myself. They say, just make sure. Thank you for the heads up. Please park all cars on one side of the road and leave them because, we don't have a typical, dividing line. So I did what they told me in 2010, or it had to be 2010 or 2000. It had to be 2010 to LA. We opened up. We had a movie. We didn't even know how many people were coming. It could have been thousands. It could be. We just opened it up and said, come. We gave flyers. That literally was open to the public. Didn't have to have a permit. Did not get fined. Nothing happened to me. All white folks. Okay. Moving on. Now I do stuff for this school called Providence Academy, a school that my sons and daughter used to go, that they go to. They go to now. I donated so much money to school. It's not even funny. The same school that I donated, I can honestly say I'm probably close to $1 million that I poured into that school. Literally poured into that school as if I'm the only one that goes to that school. Literally put them on the map so that other people know about this classical Christian school. There's the same school led by Ron Young, who literally had the police called on my brothers, who literally has now kept me from seeing my sons and daughter by putting a temporary restraining order on me. I mean, I'm telling you, you do good for people, they do hate. But I'm about to show you something. But I had 4 events. It had to be 4 events. 4 events, fundraisers, raising money for a private classical Christian school. Invited the village president, village state senators. I think we even had the city mayor here, brought here. They have come here, no permit, none, no permit, no fine. I'm talking about, once again, we impacted the roads. Do you hear what I'm saying? Outside the gates. We even had to use the public school for parking. We had to shuttle people in because there's just too many people, over 200 to 300 people in my house doing a banquet or a fundraiser dinner for Providence Academy. We raised over, I think the first year, $70,000, $80,000. It was around $70,000, $80,000. Raised it, used my house. I literally opened up my doors. Literally, people were saying, man, people just don't do that. Thank you. Thank you for opening up your doors for this cause. And what did I do that for? To raise money. I was paying tuition for my sons and daughter, but to be able to make a school like that affordable for all people who wants to train up their children the way they should go. I just didn't know that Christianity wasn't biblical. Providence Academy is not a biblical school. They practice Roman Greco culture. But hey, I didn't know. Now I know. But okay, boom. I think I did this the last time we did something, it had to be around 2017 or 2016. Maybe it was the last time. We did it 4 times. No problem at all. Okay, 2017 rolls around. Now, things have changed. Had a dream, had a vision. Yah leads me to a man named Pastor Charles Dow. I'm no longer a part of the white Christian church. Now I'm part of a church led by a black man, and I use the word loosely. because I believe he has a huge skin, but a black man named Charles Dow Jr., Straightway Truth Ministry out of Tennessee. They call him a cult leader. They say he oppressed women. He abused children. No evidence at all. But hey, if the white man says it, he must be right. White is right. And if he's black, he must be a bad guy. The most lovingest man I've ever met in my whole life, Pastor Dow. Whoo-wee. Anyway, now I have my little event. Like I told you guys, 200 to 300 people at this house. No fine, no permit. Now I have my little small gathering. Less than 50, maybe 70. I'm just saying that was expected. 70. This is small. We're not even having an impact. We don't even need to call the village of Hobart. We don't need to tell them that, hey, we're going to be taking up roads because we're going to have so many people coming to this event. No. Very small in comparison to what I used to have in the same house. And all of a sudden, now I need a permit. And please help me. Maybe I'm missing something. I have all these events. I have a track record working with the public servants, calling them ahead of time, letting them know there's going to be an impact. And now I'm seeing that this group that I'm bringing is so small. We can literally take all the cars and there will not be an impact on my land. No impact. And now I get a warning, 2 days that I need to get a permit. When you read the contract, it says you need to put this in 30 or I think 60 days in advance. And it's up to them to determine if you can have the event or not. 2 days warning? Come up. Guys, and then it says up to you to find out what you need to find out what the ordinance are. It is? It's up to me? I thought I had something called the Constitution. The Constitution says that we have a right to assemble. If I'm not mistaken, it says that. Let me see what it says right here. It says right here. It says, you guys know, I mean, it's just off the chain. It's my private property. I'm using it for private use, right? Whereas it says right here, the right, this is in the Wisconsin Constitution. It says right here in Article 1, guys, I'm not making this, Article 1, Section 4 in the Wisconsin Constitution. Article 1, Section 4 says the right for the people to peacefully assemble, to consult for the common good, and to petition the government and the department thereof shall never be abridged. That's bullshit. It's happening right here in the village of Hobart. What changed? Because now I'm no longer with the white church anymore. I'm no longer being led by a white pastor. As soon as I now have a black pastor, all of a sudden hell break loose, and now I need a permit. Now when I want to have a small gathering here, now I need to get permission. And then there's no one to even identify if it's true or not, how many people I have in here, and now I get a ticket. Guys, I haven't even given you the nugget yet. Hold on. I just want to make sure we get our laws right. And so now, so you guys know the Constitution here. Okay. So I say I'm not guilty of anything. I did nothing wrong. When you look at it, did nothing wrong. How do they know they have more than 50 people? They have no idea. There was no one here. There was no complaints. I repeat, no complaints from neighborings. No one complained that there was anything. This is off of the chief of police, him picking on me because of the color of my skin, because of my religious conviction, because it's not like his. And so now he wants to pick on me. And I'm going to show you how minutiae this is. And this is what, if this is happening on a small scale, on a village scale, I'm going to show you how it happens on a city level. Okay. So let me show you how our judicial system works. And I purposely want to see what this looks like because I just want to get the basics of how this thing all works. So now I get a fine. I think it's $200 fine. I don't know if it's 200, 300. I don't know what the fine is, but there's some type of fine that I have not been served yet. I have yet to be served, but I've been served the fine. I said, okay, I deny service. They said, it doesn't matter. You're going to pay it. Even though I never accepted service, but I have to pay for something that I never accept. I denied service. Literally said that. Okay. So then I have to go in because the court date comes. I show up on court date. I don't even plead. I said, I don't know what it is, but I say that I did nothing wrong. That's what I said. I did nothing wrong, signed it, boom, boom, boom. So then now the way they work is because it's an ordinance, you have to go to a village, the village district attorney or whatever they call DA or village attorney. I don't know. It's not a district attorney, but this is the village. So it's some lawyer that they hired to be their DA. Their DA is it's a small area, guys, less than 6,000 people. But anyway, so you call them. You know what she calls? She says, okay, well, hey, the bill is the fine is this much. We're going to charge you. We're going to bring it down to $187. Do you want to pay that and call it thing? We bargain. I said, no, I'm not going to pay for that. I did nothing wrong. This is my private property. I can invite whoever the hell I want on my property. It had no impact on anyone outside. No one even knew what was going on. The only way you would have known is you had to look at my YouTube. That's the only way. And this YouTube is meant for me to reach out to my people. Yeah, public can get on. But the people that this is an invite only. You have to be invited. So just because I come in here, you still have to call in and say, we're coming. That's it. You can't just say, oh, you invited us to show up. No, you will be rejected. Leave. So anyway, $187. I want to show you how petty this thing. Okay. I said, well, I want a trial by jury. That's what I set up. I have a right to a trial by jury. Let me make sure I read the thing. It says right here in Article 1, Section 5 in the Wisconsin Constitution, it says this: the right to a trial by jury shall remain inviolate, and shall extend to all, not some, all. See, when you read the word, this is how we read: all cases at law without regard to the amount in controversy. But the jury trial may be waived by the parties in all cases and matter prescribed by the law. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. So let me read the United States Constitution just to let you guys know what it says here. It says in suit and at common law, which we practice here in Wisconsin. They don't practice it, but it's in the Constitution that is to be enforced, but they ignore it. It says in common law, where the value of the controversy shall exceed $20. So Wisconsin, there is no value. There's no value. It can be 1 penny. I just told you it's $180. It says exceeds $20, the right to a trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by jury shall otherwise be reexamined by any court. Okay, so we got the United States Constitution says it has to be $20. You got the Wisconsin that says there is no value. Everyone has a right to trial by jury, and it should and it says without regard to the controversy, without regard to the amount in the controversy. That's what it says. Okay. So I told him trial by jury. Did you know what the village of Hobart told me? The village clerk told me I don't have a right to a trial by jury. I said the Constitution. They said, I'm not a lawyer. Talk to the attorney, the village attorney. So I called. They haven't returned my phone call. And you know what they tell me? They tell me that this is an ordinance. If you now, this is what they said. They said you don't get a trial by jury. You're going to have to go before a judge. If you are found guilty, okay, if you're found guilty, the judge will then you have to pay the fine. Listen to this. You have to pay the $187 fine. Okay. After you pay it, then you will be eligible to appeal the judgment. You can go appeal, but guess what? Now you go to circuit court and get your trial by jury. But guess what? You got to fork out another $180. So I have to pay $180 to get a trial by jury. If I win, I would get my $187, but I just came out of the pocket for $180 still. Do you guys see this bullshit? And then if I get an attorney, do you imagine what an attorney is going to cost? Shit, an attorney would cost the same amount. So guess what, guys? At the end of the day, I'm still going to have to pay $180. That's it. Now they say, well, we don't know what I don't trust this judge. What judge is this? Let me look on. I'm looking here right now to see who is the judge. You got Judge Ron Valen. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Guess what? White man, hue skin. Everybody's already splattered that Kabir is a cult leader. Ron Young, what's his name? People from the board members saying, Kabir, the cult leader, a terrorist. Now I got the FBI doing investigation. I got everybody doing all these investigations on me. I got Sports Illustrated trying to do a secret investigation, trying to get a story out. I'm going to do a video on that too. But this is what I'm saying. So now I don't even have a fighting chance. I got to now stand before a wicked ass judge who I already know is, and that's an elected official. Elected official. I don't even vote anymore. Don't care to vote anymore. And he is trying to get back in office, and everybody's saying Kabir is the cult leader. What chance do you think I have with one man to make that decision? So damn it, I got to fork out the $108. Now, guys, why am I doing this stuff? You're probably saying Kabir is just $108. You're right. But it's the principle. Why should I have to pay to have something on my private property? Private. I pay $40,000 a year. Over $40,000 a year. Never missed a payment. Never been late on my property tax. And now they can come and pick on me and just do shit like this because now I'm part of I have a black pastor, even though our church is the most well-diverse church in the world, I would say, that I've ever seen. That's all I can ever seen. And now I got to get permission from the white man, the master, the chief. Master, is it okay for me to have my family, my pastor, my elders to come up here and fellowship? I got to now get permission. And if I don't, he says, and he already told me, I'm gonna charge you. You're gonna be charged, and I'm gonna make it stick. That's what the chief told me. Chief Randy, go look it up. Village of Hobart. So, guys, this is America. It's a price for being this color right here. It's a price being in this color. And now they want to try to get me out. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna keep living my life, but I'm letting you know right now, the racism is systematic. It's systematic. You can see it right here. The chief is racist, but they don't tell you. They're going to say, come on. You think so? Come on. No, it's not that. It's just the rule. It's the rule. You just make up a rule. How come you didn't pick 70? How come you didn't pick 80? How come you didn't pick 10? How come you just didn't pick 5? Now, if I want to have if I want to have a 6th baby, I got to get permission from the village and say, hey, we have another member in the family that's been born. Is it okay for me now to have a baby? Do I need a permit for that too? I mean, are you freaking kidding me? I have a 18-acre lot with a 30,000 square feet home, and I need a permit to have more than 50 people at my house. Guys, please comment. I'm looking here. I'm not looking necessarily as I'm talking, but please comment below. Tell me if I've just lost my mind here. This is happening. Look it up. Village of Hobart. You got the chief of police literally picking on me because of the color of my skin, because of my religious affiliation, because everybody says I'm now part of a cult, and I'm a cult leader here. I tell you guys, it's crazy. You start looking at stuff like Black Wall Street. You start looking at things like Move in Philadelphia that I just saw. I'm like, man, these people really don't like when you come together. They talk about community, but they don't give a damn about community. They want everybody to be in their individual homes, what they call it, social distances. They want people to be socially distanced. They want everybody dependent on the government. But when you come together and have things in common and you're united, they hate it. It's a threat to the system. It's literally a threat to the system. And so they want to break it up. I saw what they did with the Move. I saw what they did with Waco. I saw what they did with Black Wall Street. And they just go in there, just blow it up, destroy it. And they said, oops, we thought they had this. We thought they had that. And some BS. They just can make up any rules. They get to say, "Hey, we're going to evict you. You don't have the house is not, my house is well taken care of." They can make up that too and say, "Well, we ordering you to be evicted, to come out of your house because maybe the house is not built right. Maybe they can make up any literally thing. And who do you call? You can't call 911. And let me call 911. 911, what's your emergency? I'm having an issue with the chief of police. Oh, man, they're not gonna help. Who do you call? So people of Yah, we just gotta pray, lift up our hands, and just pray to the Most High Yah for protection from this wicked generation that we're in right now. So anyway, guys, I just want to share that is like hot off the press. I now have to debate: am I gonna appeal it? But I'm first going to go through a system, see if I'm going to find guilty or not guilty. If I'm found not guilty, I'll come out here and say, "Hey, guys, I was found not guilty." I doubt it because the chief of police has something. He's trying to have me pay for this stuff. He has it for me. He's going to say, "You're going to pay because I told you so. You better get my permission, boy." That's what he said, boy. And what? And this place is so smart. Everybody's buddy. They go golfing with each other. They hang out. They go to each other's house, have coffee or tea or whatever they do. And they sit there and chit chat. And so now he's going to make it stick. Watch. If I'm guilty, I'm going to tell you I'm guilty. You'll see. And so now I have a choice. Do I pay the fine? Pay the fine. And listen, I have to pay the fine before I'm eligible to be able to appeal. And then I have to pay $180 to make an appeal. And if I win, the best is I get my $187 back, but I just forked out $180. So I just saved me $7, but I shouldn't have to pay anything. So anyway, guys, I just thought that you guys should know this is real. The hate is real. The racism is real. And you guys saw my video. There's the overt racism. And now I'm experiencing the covert. Up here is covert racism, straight up. I had all these events. So how do I come to my conclusion? Here's my conclusion. From 2003, been in this community, never had an issue. 2010, I started having events at the new location, my new home called Praiseland. All the way, I had all these events, church, all these white organizations, mostly they had their token black people here and there, but it was predominantly Caucasian. And then all of a sudden, 2017, now I've changed everything. I now have a black pastor. I have, there's a lot of black people in the church that I'm a part of. But they're all over the world. But when they come and visit, but together we're really diverse. But you see a lot of dark skin, right? You see a lot of dark skin. And now I need a permit. Now I'm getting fined, even though there's nobody here. Gates closed. I don't know how they came in here to see how many people we have, but we're gonna find out. But supposedly, I'm gonna have to go before a judge, and now he's gonna tell me if I'm innocent or guilty, even though I demand, I appeal. I implore having a trial by jury by my peers, and they said it's been denied. Even though you got the Constitution, United States Constitution, you got Wisconsin, and they both say that I have a right. But now I'm starting to learn that the Constitution wasn't written for me. It was written to landowners. I am a landowner, but I'm the wrong type of landowner. I own this land, but I'm not the right type of land. I'm not a white man. You have to be a white landowner. And because I'm not a white landowner, these rights do not pertain to me. That's why they just ignored the rights. It means nothing. When this was written to the white men who owned land. I'm dark skinned. They will call me black, a nigger, negro, whatever. But this is why they can ignore this stuff, because I'm a landowner, but I'm the wrong color. That's where the friction is happening, because I'm believing this is for me, and they know this is not for me. This is for their ancestors. This is for those people. This is not for me. So anyway, tell me what you think. I hope it'll stimulate thoughts. But guys, the hate is real. I'm not making this thing up. I'm just telling you, you're not going to hear this on the news. They're not going to report these type of stuff. But this is on a local level. I just wanted to see the pure version of this systematic racism from a chief of police, Ron. So is his name Ron too? Let me just Randy. No, his name is Randy. Sorry, you got Randy. So anyway, I hope you guys. I hope this stimulated thought. Guys, just keep your head on the swivel. Watch your six. Keep your eyes. Just keep it, because these people hate us for whatever reason, and all we're doing is trying to just follow Yah. All right, enjoy. Shalom, shalom.